You look around at the world today and something feels wrong. The rules have changed. The woman who promises commitment breaks it the moment a better option walks by. The loyalty you pay for with hard work and kindness is gone. You are confused. You feel like the playbook you inherited from your father is garbage. You are right. Women are not what they used to be, and it's not because they suddenly changed their DNA. It's because the world you live in gave them all the power and removed all the consequences. Today, we are going to look at the brutal reality of the modern woman, why she acts the way she does, and the one thing you must change about yourself to survive this new world. You are trying to date the woman from the 1950s with the mindset of a man from the year 2000. Stop it. The traditional loyalty contract is dead. You need a new strategy. Men, this channel is becoming a brotherhood. I set a goal to unite 3,000 real men before this month ends. If you're rocking with the truth and you want more men to wake up, hit subscribe, like this video, and turn on your notification. Make your support and voice count in the comment section. The first thing you need to get straight in your head is that the market is now a buffet, not a family dinner. Your grandmother and grandfather lived in a world where options were limited. A woman married a man because he was the best man in her village. Divorce was shameful. Money was tied to the man. This created loyalty because there were real scary consequences for leaving. She needed him to survive. Now, look at today. She has 500 options on her phone right now. She can leave you, get half your money or more, and society calls her a survivor. There are no consequences for bad behavior. When you take away the risk, you take away the loyalty. This means you cannot treat a woman like she is a scarce resource who has no choice but to be faithful. She has endless choices. Her loyalty is now a choice she makes every day based on your value, not a necessity based on survival. And most men are failing the value test. Let's talk about a man named Steve. Steve was a good guy. He was a loser in this story. He met a girl who said she wanted stability and traditional values. Steve bought a big house, he paid for her college. He thought, I am providing the stability she asked for. He made the fatal mistake of believing her words instead of watching her actions. He married her, and within 2 years, she was distant. She was still a good wife in public, but she was cold in bed. Steve found out she was having an emotional affair with a random guy from her old school who was a free spirit. What happened? Steve provided the stability, but the moment she felt financially safe, she realized the old contract was boring. The world offered her excitement, options, and a safety net. Steve was confused because he was playing by the old rules. He thought if he provided the money, she would provide the loyalty. She was thinking, I have the money now. What else can he give me? Steve didn't understand that the old trade-off is dead. The core of the problem is that the man's frame has gone soft. The modern world has told men to be soft, to be sensitive, to communicate their feelings. While it's good to be a decent person, this advice has destroyed the masculine frame. A strong woman, and all women are hypergamous, needs a man who is an unshakable rock. When the modern man gets scared of conflict, apologizes too much, and puts the woman's feelings above his own mission, he loses his frame. She stops seeing him as a leader and starts seeing him as a follower, and when she loses respect for your strength, she loses desire for your body. If you are a man who is waking up to this uncomfortable truth, who is tired of being played by the new rules, then you need to commit to change. This is the only place telling you the truth about the masculine frame. Don't be the man who stays in the dark. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and tell us your thoughts in the comments section. We are building the strongest community of men who refuse to be losers. Think about Adam. Adam was a failure because he followed all the advice. He was open, sensitive, and emotionally available. His girlfriend would tell him about her problems, and Adam would immediately offer solutions. He thought he was helping, but he was actually teaching her that he was a therapist, not a dominant man. She started seeing him as weak. She would challenge him constantly, and he would fold instantly to avoid a fight. She ended up cheating on him with a guy who was aggressive, rude, and didn't listen to her feelings at all. Why? Because the rude guy had an unbreakable frame. He was a winner in his story because he held his power. The chaos he brought was more attractive than Adam's predictable comfort. Adam's softness killed her desire. The only way to win in this new world is to understand that your inner world is the only currency that still buys loyalty. You cannot control a woman's options. You cannot control what society tells her. You can only control your own frame, your own purpose, and your own value. Look at a man like Jason. Jason is the winner in this story. Jason understood the modern world. He dated women who were independent and had options. But Jason's life was centered on his mission. He had goals, he had businesses, and his own self-respect was number one. He was kind, but he was firm. If a woman crossed a boundary, he didn't argue, he gave her a consequence instantly. When Jason's girlfriend started becoming disrespectful and acting entitled, Jason didn't beg for her to change. He pulled back his attention, doubled down on his purpose, and showed her through his actions that his value was not dependent on her presence. What happened? She panicked. She realized she was pushing away a man who was high value and scarce. She had to chase him to get his attention back. Jason's power came from his ability to walk away and still be fine. He didn't need her. He chose her. The lesson is simple. The old rules are dead. Women have options, and they will choose the option that gives them the highest value, which means the highest level of respect and challenge. You have to become the man who is internally unshakable. You have to be the man whose life is so compelling that she is afraid of losing you. Your job is not to manage her loyalty. Your job is to manage your mission. When you do that, loyalty takes care of itself. So here is the smart question I want you to answer in the comments below. Since the old survival contract is dead and women now only choose men based on their current value, what is the single most important, measurable thing a man can do this week to increase his value outside of his job title? Let me know what you think. Drop your answer in the comment section. Your honest thoughts and experiences help every man who is trying to navigate this new world. And if this video woke you up, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We are building a brotherhood of strong men who refuse to be the loser in the modern world.